Yo, what is up, everybody? So, boys and girls, we are back in Season 14 with the Iron 4 to Challenger series. Here to teach you how to climb out of every single elo. Alright, first and foremost, we're going to go Blue Smite. You're going to notice that a lot of the way that we're going to play from, Iron all the way to Challenger, I'd say more Iron to Master, Grandmaster, is going to be very similar. A lot of League below Grandmaster, just understanding that it's kind of played like a graph. Kind of just want to copy and paste the same formula over and over, and just try to slightly adapt towards each situation. So, first and foremost, let me show you my runes. We're running Dark Harvest and Impact, Eyeball, Ingenious Hunter, Magical Footwear, Futures Market, Double Adaptive, and Scaling HP. So I would like to mention that Iron players don't really look at the map that much. They don't really pay respect that much as well. They might try to invade me here, which is kind of interesting. They do have a moderately strong invade. I think it's always best to just avoid these like cheeky scenarios. Because, I mean, if my team could just play safe, I'll ping them out to be safe here as well. Here, let me turn the sound off for the pings, I forget. As a jungler, I recommend every jungler mute the pings. But I could probably just do a full clear down. You always want to look for what's consistently good. I think that's the most important thing. So, I think the most consistent thing for Kayn is just full clearing. Now, there is a new grub clear that I've been doing that you guys could also try out. I'll probably make a separate video for that, but that's another good clear. But this is one of the best clears that you could just always do. It's very simple. So, right now, I'm just going no leash. Once this is about 200 HP, I can smite this camp over here. Then I can Q to the right like that, farm 2 camps at the same time. Up my W, and you want to make sure that you're kiting the camps towards the wall. That way you could just queue in the wall like this. It saves you that time in clearing from canceling the animation, get some extra autos, so you just get more damage up. So now we're just gonna farm our wolves, and we're gonna path down. So you guys notice these things I'm doing right here by looking at my teammates. These are your function keys, so you're actually able to kind of get some intel on the state of the lane. So as a jungler, it's very important to kind of see, okay, bot lane is shoving in, mid lane shoving in. So if I want to skip my camps, like let's say my bot lane or my mid lane was getting shoved in hard. If I want to skip any of my camps now that I'm level 3 and I have some solo mobility, then I would honestly look to just skip the camps and go. But you can see all lanes are shoving in. I mean, top is probably the only gankable lane, but I'm not pathing towards top, so don't have to worry about that. Okay. The number one thing to climbing out of low elo is just not making as many mistakes. The truth of the matter is that until you're around Grandmaster, it's really just a game of who's worse, because there's always so much throwing going on, so much back and forth. So as long as you're like just consistently making solid plays, not making any bad plays by doing anything overzealous. I'll try and explain as I go, but you'll kind of get an understanding for what I'm talking about. So like, let's say if Briar tries to fight me right now, I probably wouldn't fight her because, you know, she's Briar. Unless she wastes her CDs, then maybe I would. You always want to make sure you're playing with like your advantages and whatnot. Ping out my mid laner. So, you know, it's always important to ping out your laners where the enemy jung will be, and because she's not at bot scuttle, this means she must go to the top scuttle, right? Even if they don't listen to your pings, I know a lot of junglers are probably thinking to themselves, like, yeah, I ping my teammates, but they still die. Well, that's pretty common. I'd say that happens to me a lot as well. Watch this wave shove in. So look at this Yasuo. He has no flash here, by the way. Probably just look to dive him. Let's see. Oh, wow. Briar actually counter-ganked. It's okay. We got the kill on Yasuo here. Yeah, not bad. Notice that she didn't get the scuttle here as well. So, you know, that wasn't necessarily a great play. That was like a solid play. Got a kill. I move to the scuttle. I get out. Right? Zach's just fighting her for no reason because there's like no real kill potential there, but just that delayed time on her next clear is going to be nice. Yeah, so I'm going to reset now, and I'm probably going to get my Tiamat. I already have 1 out of 5 of my Ingenious Hunter stack, so that'll be perfect. We're going to get Tiamat, and then we're going to get Control Ward. Control Ward's just going to plan on an objective, that way you don't lose it. I probably look to get the grubs right now. So a lot of people are probably curious, are grubs actually worth it? Well, if you can get them, just make sure you get a reset beforehand. Like I said, there's even a specific clear that I could show you guys that will guarantee you get the grubs every game, but this game is not going to be showcasing that because, well, I didn't do it. You're clear, right? Full clear. But I can still show you how you can get the grubs as they spawn. So I'm pretty strong here. I have Tiamat. This is the new itemization I've been going. Because I have a Ingenious Hunter, if I go Tiamat, it's going to be a much lower CD. alongside with items like Midget Knight and GA. So just playing off the low CDs. Wow, interesting to see the Shaco rotate here. A lot of supports I noticed rotate a lot. Rotating for the grubs is a very good idea from the support, so kudos to this Shaco. This is a phenomenal play. This is like it's like a high elo game. I like it. Low elo players never fail to amaze me. I feel like there's always a misinterpretation of people's mind. Like, I don't think that being low elo necessarily means you don't understand how the game works. I just think it could mean like maybe you're just not as good mechanically, or maybe you just you don't have the time to play as much, right? He's gonna look to kill me here, so I'm gonna try and move over to the box. I'm sure he can't. Oh, he's gonna bite Zach instead. Yeah, so that's pretty sweet. Help shove this wave in. I'm gonna help shove the next one too, because you want this wave to crash ideally. See how this wave is in this, like there's a lot of these minions stacking up, so you just want to make sure this goes in the tower so it'll die and he can't hold a freeze. That's something that you probably would imagine would happen a lot in lower elos, like people freezing, but just you know, to get in the habit of doing the right thing. You always want to get positive habits, not negative habits. So after you gank, if you have more minions, shove it in. If you have less minions, leave it be. That's the general rule of thumb of that. Okay. Might lose dragon for how long I was topside, which is perfectly fine. Yeah, there it is. That's perfectly fine. A lot of what you need to understand is when to give and when not to give. So, you know, I didn't have my ult. Briar's stronger early game. You know, they have more going for them down there. So, looking for, you know, an objective play or looking to contest that, not a good idea. But seeing as much as we can get topside, along with the grubs that we already got, that's a much better idea. And now, since we're 6 early on, which is the grub advantage here, I can maybe look for a kill on this bard. Clear this vision first here as well. Alright. Probably warded because the way the bard's playing. Oh, you can even see Briar is here. I'll just flash away. I don't want to die. Yeah, that was a little bit ambitious, but it's not the end of the world because I did get a lot of orbs for that regardless, so that's kind of sweet. Probably going to go red Kayn this game because a good way to counter Briar is CC. Kind of think of it like you would the Master Yi matchup where the same role would apply of just CC counters this. So, that's a fun thing about this rune setup and this build is that it can go either red or blue to the things I really, really love about this setup. Okay, so we're going to get our 2 topside camps and we're going to see what else we can get. Probably another top gank. Let's see how that goes. Oh, looks like Briar's ult somewhere. Not sure where, but she ulted somewhere. I believe that's what that sound was. Could be wrong, but I think it was. Okay. We're gonna get the blue buff. There's Briar once again. Looking for help here, but see, notice if your team doesn't move to help, you always have to be fully aware, right? So if they don't move, then I'm just not gonna try and fight anything or do anything aggressive, right? Oh. Just getting some orbs here. Trying to keep Briar here as long as possible as well. She's very strong in the early game, so to kind of slow her down would be sweet. Alright, nice. Okay, had to use my ult to dodge the Kogath ult there. I want to use my E here and kind of just like stall for Shaco. Yeah, because I know she's going to try and kill me, so I just wait in the wall. Sweet. I can get the grubs here as well. Would you look at that? The MF... Wait, no. Oh yeah, it's MF mid. That's right. Alright, I'm coming. I forgot it's MF mid. Well, see, I can get both the invade and the grubs, so I don't see why not, but... I guess my team almost died there. I don't know how, but... Oh, there's the ult. Watch out. Yep. Great, we lived. I don't really need to get these grubs right now. Because 6 grubs doesn't really mean much. I don't want to go for them because we just saw Briar's ulti. So if Briar's ulti for the objective, then she's probably going to run straight here. Here she is on Q, and there's Bard, and there's Yasuo. So see, once again, just avoiding bad plays. That's exactly what I was talking about. Okay. See, that's why I mute pings, because as you can see, my Shaco is... Oh, and my MF is flaming me. Jungle is idiot. Funny, I get flamed and told that same thing in my challenger lobbies. No matter what elo you're in as a jungler, you can never be right. Let that be known. Let that be known. Okay, so we have our ult in around 10 seconds here. A lot of players don't know this, but the grubs aren't really that important. No, they're not. It's not worth risking fighting them. Better just to play safe, take our advantages, and capitalize on it. Oh, it looks like this guy's gonna try and take my camps now. Oh yeah, he is. He's upset because I'm not giving him a reaction, so now he's trying to troll me. Very common thing to happen. I should probably be able to get a kill on Ari here. My Q does a lot of damage, so I could just do that and ulti. And I could do that. Hop out of range. Perfect. Sweet. Dump this bad boy in. I don't really want to look for the dragon because of how low I am. We could give another dragon. You don't want to give more than 2, but you can give the first 2. You're fine. I'll probably get plated just for a little bit of survivability. And then next item we can get here would be my Eclipse. Eclipse will net me a lot of damage. A lot of damage. So notice that I'm very present on the map. And I'm also good with getting my KP and being like kind of on top of objectives. Not necessarily securing all the objectives, but being on top of them, I'd say. So I can maybe look for this dragon soon. But I don't have my ult for the next 50 seconds, so I want to look with a lot of caution. More so just to steal rather than to like try and force it. Be a much better idea.
Their blood will decorate the ground and the walls. Everything right.
How to put a control word here. So I'm just trying to stall for my ult here. Be around like 20 seconds. Slow her down. Gotta be a little bit careful here. Nice. Now I can probably flash in here and just steal this. Oh. Nice. And now that my ulti's coming up, I can just look for this. Bard will take me to Ari. Sweet. Now we can catch the Ari here. Beautiful. Beautiful, beautiful. That's exactly how I want these plays to go. Now I can look for the invade. So, just kind of understanding your strengths and weaknesses as a character. Being able to stall for when you are strong as opposed to force fights when you're not strong. So, I hope you guys are kind of understanding the gist of what I'm telling you. Of playing towards your advantages as opposed to away from your advantages. And not really listening to your team whenever they try and tell you this or that. Because I feel like a lot of players get very pressured to listen to their teammates. You know, you can see this Shaco is quite a toxic guy. Constantly trying to take my camps and kind of agitate me. But the truth is that if you're just playing consistent and you're just playing smart, it doesn't matter who you have on your team, you'll be able to carry them. Up until around like Grandmaster, Challenger, where people's mistakes really get outlined because, you know, the players that you're playing against are usually quite smart, so they're gonna understand the counterplay for everything I'm telling you. They're gonna a little bit more intelligent. Well, looks like he might take my blue here. I hope he doesn't. Nice. Got a pretty strong spite there. All right. There's one. Ah, I missed that W. I knew he was gonna aim towards the minions. I should have hit him with that. Sorry, I've been playing League for like 10 hours today. Let's have both those Yasuo keys though. Nice, sweet. I could probably look for more kills. Because I can get the tower here, and you know, if you want to think why not the Rift, well, Rift just gets you the tower, so if I just go bot, get 2 kills, and I get the tower, that's pretty worth. Oh, wow. I meant to ult the Ahri, not the Bard. It's okay, it doesn't matter. Sweet. Oh, we have like 4k gold. I'm probably gonna reset and just look for that top side objective. Should be fine. Gotta watch out for the Briar. Oh, I can maybe come here for my Ballista. Nice. We're alive. That's good. Well, it's always good to keep awareness. I feel like a lot of people, they lack that awareness. That's why I like Red Kayn to Briar, by the way, because you can just CC her and she gains nothing. Dead. And Force are toxic. So I'll probably get you, and then I'll get my Edge of Knife. I guess Hubris would be really good too if you're playing in these elos. It's farming KP. So you always want to make sure that you're making the proper plays to actually end games early. So if you are playing in Iron, Bronze, Silver, Gold, Plat, whatever, it doesn't matter, all elos, you want to make sure that you are getting all the T1 towers down. So we're going to crack open that mid. And because, you know, you don't have, it's not very low, and they technically could wave clear, or, you know, they have Yasuo as well for the W. Oh, we got to watch out. Make sure, okay. Yeah. I like to use my function keys and kind of look around the map to see if I can find where Briar was trying to ult. That way I have a general idea of where she's around. So, saw that she was around mid there. Sniff that out pretty quick. And now we can look for the rift in mid, because as I was saying, they're pretty solid wave clear. Then they also have Yasuo who can stall pretty decently. Oh, I missed that W. That was embarrassing. Hopefully no one saw that. Ow. They're on my ult, so I'm going to be a little bit chill for now. I don't need to look too overly aggressive. I guess I could look to kill them and fight them. And I probably could, but it's on the off chance that I do die. It's not worth the risk, you know. You always got to play very smart. Play like an intellectual. See, now that I have MF here, now that let's kind of do this. Get his flash. See, I don't need more than just the flash, right? Trick it down, and now I'll get in the rift. We will drive this bad boy into the tower and try to get the tower here. I'm gonna queue away from the tower as opposed to in it. And we should be good to take this right now. Scare her off a little bit. See, when I go into the jungle, I actually regenerate bonus mana. Okay, play with the MF ulti a little bit there. Gonna see how long I can last in here. Wait for Bard to go over the wall. Q. Sweet. And nice. Huge. Beautiful. So now we could look to get the dragon, because I want to make sure I'm not giving any objective bounties over. So we have the mid tower open. So this opens the map a lot more, and this is where you can start looking for more plays in their jungle and more invades in their jungle, which is really good. So for all my lower elo viewers, if your game's going very long, always make sure that dragon is your _1 priority, because dragon is a game ender. It's a real safety net as well for the mid to late game. But since I don't plan on letting this game go mid to late game, I'm probably actually not going to prioritize the dragons. I'm just going to get as much gold as I can and just focus on getting those towers. Okay, and usually if you just keep fighting them and killing them, they'll get tilted in FF. Just keep in mind that doesn't actually end the game. What ends the games is objectives. So take what I say with a grain of salt. Just insert your own playstyle. Finding yourself in very long games, go for those dragons. Make sure you have the advantages before you go for anything, but you know. I love lethality red Kayn. It's so satisfying. I can get this mid tower now. Sweet. And I will reset. Invade all the camps I can invade, because you just want to drain them of all their resources. Yeah, I always prioritize taking their camps as opposed to my camps. My camps, I'm kind of indifferent. I like to get the buffs, that's about it. But I want to make sure that she's not able to get a single thing out of her own jungle. Okay, I can reset. A lot of gold. damage of 9. And then we could get Grudge. Would be great. Grudge's gonna be insanely strong right now. And I'll show you guys my normal stats now. Also pretty tanky because, you know, I have the Eclipse Shield, I have the Edge of Night Shield, and I have a lot of sustain because I sustain based off the damage I deal, so that's a fun one. Similar to like an Aatrox. So this build is very OP. Oh my goodness, the W's. No one saw that. So I've been playing League for like 9 hours today. Give me a break. Alright, so let me make sure we get the shove in. So my team's all shoving mid. That's a good idea for me to shove top. You always want to make sure you're going for 2 inhibs, not just 1. If you have the advantages like this, go for 2. You can also look to do the Baron, but that's not a bad idea. Kind of stinks because Briar's bot lane splitting and we don't really have a way to handle that at the moment. Well, I guess Shaco's going, but I mean, that's pretty solid. That's good macro. We get this, we just group and shove. Like I said, you normally want to go for like 2 lanes. If you're ever in Shaco's position where all you need to do is just match the side lane, always make sure that you're just trying not to die. Just clear the wave and try not to die if your team's this ahead. I like a lot of solo laners, always forget that. Though I know he's not a solo laner, he's a Shaco. And this build did a lot of damage. Oh, by existing near them, I do this much damage. So yeah, you can see the lower ranks. It's very easy to solo carry every game, even if your team's trolling, even if they're not the smartest, because it's just about fundamentals. That's why you ever see a high elo player go into lower elo, you're just always going to see them kind of dominate like this. Not to, come off pompous or having an ego, I'm just trying to tell you guys that you can kind of apply these same things that I'm telling you, teaching you in your own games, and, just try and, even if it's just little by little, try and make positive habits. So, this game should be over now. You can honestly just keep pushing to the tower. I'm red Kayn, so I'm pretty solid with the tower dive, I would say. Just gonna kill her real quick, then kill him real quick, and just gonna prioritize hitting this and this. Make sure we get out of the game. Nice. Okay, get death and iron. Well, hope you boys enjoyed. Peace out, YouTube.